Frank, what do we got?
Well, again, following up with the Poland thing that we were talking about last week, there's been more closings. Another rash of closings with people violating the rules. The thing with this now, and what the article says specifically, it was specifically covering one place in Park Slope, but what the article is really trying to say is that the target is ever shifting. Governments and cities don't know exactly how to govern escape rooms yet. Don't know exactly how to zone them, don't know exactly what rules should be followed. And with a moving target like that, how are escape rooms supposed to stay open and stay safe? That's what I want to know going forward. So yeah, like we said, we've never locked anyone in. And there are the rules vary from city to city and state by state. So it's like in New York, it appears you can't lock people in either, but the building code keeps shifting. And what escape rooms are designated as keeps shifting. Nothing's quite landed on where it's going to be yet. So it's got to be tough for places to stay open and stay safe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't see the article. Did they say what the fire hazards were? Was it broken down? Or?
No, I think, that was of course the owner said, everything is safe and everything, but I think it was more building codes in this case, that they put up walls and it was kind of labyrinthine that they couldn't, that they couldn't see a clear exit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's what it seemed like anyway. It wasn't about being locked in. It wasn't about smoke alarms.
It was just how they constructed.
It was but when they constructed it, but according to the article and according to the owner of the place, when they constructed it, everything was up to code.
Interesting.
But now, if the code shifted and then they come in, or it wasn't quite up to code, but maybe it was okay. And now they're coming down harder on it. All of a sudden, the target changed.
To a lesser extent with us, it's like every time the police department or the fire department has come in here, because our building is connected to the bar next door to us. So when their alarm goes off, our alarm goes off. So the police department, the fire department have to come here to check it out to make sure to see whose side it was on.
Right.
But every time they come to our side, they try to nail us for something.
Well, that's every year that we have an inspection. We haven't had this issue in our other locations, but Morristown's always the one where we have it.
Yeah.
Is literally there's something new that was never addressed in the past.
Sure. It was the strobes weren't going off one time here. But the only way to find out that the strobes weren't working is to have the alarm go off.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So they nailed us for that. Some of our couch was covering our basement door.
Yeah, that was the big one, was move the door.
The fire department had been in our building multiple times across a year and a half, and the couch was always just slightly covering the door. But now it's a problem. So I don't know. I think they just
though it's a basement door.
Well, it wasn't even just move the couch, because they wanted, even though that basement, basically our basement door came up the stairs and then hooked a turn, and that's where the door was. And they decided that they required a straight shot.
Yeah.
So at the top of the steps had to be door directly in front as opposed to the left. That was why we ultimately had to move the door.
Yeah.
But it's really? I gotta move a door? This building's been here for 30 years.
Yeah.
And they've been in the building multiple times, so, safety first, obviously, but,
And basement door, this has nothing to do with our players.
Yeah. The players don't go down there. It's not an exit door.
Yeah. How much of this is just, bureaucracy being bureaucracy, and how much of this is a genuine concern? Because it wasn't a concern for them a year and a half ago.
Right.
And every time in between, why did it become a problem now? Unless they just wanted to nail us for wasting their time. I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. It seems like bureaucracy is making it a shifting target, and they haven't landed on a solid set of rules yet.
Join us next time for your bureaucratic conspiracy theories.
Well, I mean, it's just us continuing coverage on the industry evolving and
Right.
And how that's going. So
That's
more
the
news on that.
the other end of how it's evolving too, law wise.
So what's up next?